Hey y'all, my name is Candace. Welcome to my channel. Let's jump right into it. So I realized on my way home from work today that my YouTube channel is not really consistent as far as two things, as much as I post and the content that I put out, because I just want to do everything. So what I realized what I'm going to do is every Tuesday and Thursday record. So Tuesdays I'll do a plant video like today, and then I'll post that on every Thursday, and then I also will record on Thursday something that's revolving around food, whether it's a mukbang, like I did my very first seafood mukbang, and I posted it last week, which got a lot of reviews, more than my other videos, as within one day, which was cool, whatever. And I'll post the video that I record on food every Sunday. So Tuesdays I'll record and post on Thursday, whether it'll be plants or if it'll be like something that's personal. And then Thursdays I'll record just in particular something revolving around food, because I like food and I want to show y'all the stuff I'll be making and stuff. So I'll record on Thursday and I'll have that scheduled to post on Sunday. So today's video is going to be a plant tour. Oh, I actually won't be taking y'all around my place because no. So I'm just going to get the plants and bring them into my video to show you guys everything that I do have. And then also too, this is going to help me count to see how many plants that I do actually have. The first plant I'm going to show you guys is this Monstera deliosa. Now I remember I posted a video of the very first one that I got from this company out in Georgia, I believe, and that one completely died on me. I've killed a few plants here and there, and I feel like the worst person in the world, but it does happen, whatever. So this is a Monstera deliosa. I got her from Trader Joe's. Trader Joe's be having them finds with the food as well as the plants. Y'all don't sleep on Trader Joe's thinking it's just only for like certain types of people. Go up in there and get you some stuff. So these were on sale. It was a hot flash sale. It was for, I want to say, $10, and it has been doing really well. I don't water it a lot because I realized here in like our house the temperature is not always so hot, so I don't have to water as much. But this is the original pot that it came in, and I'm actually really scared to change the pot because I feel like as soon as I change the pot, that's when something dies, and that has happened with about 5 plants that I've had. But she is doing perfect. Now I have one leaf right here that's like but it's okay, that happens. She doesn't have the split leaf because I don't have a lot of sunlight that comes into the house. And since this is a tropical plant, it is doing fine, since with like the humidity and stuff. I have my diffuser right next to me. That's what this little smoke is right here. Well, it's actually an oil diffuser, but the mist from it is creating the humidity too. So this is doing really well. This here is my Calathea medallion. I know, Candace, what are you doing? I know, 2 leaves died off. And what happened was that, truth be told, not every plant loves to be in a terracotta pot. Sometimes it just don't work out. So this was doing well and happy, and it had a few more leaves on here, but they did die off. And I put it inside of this terracotta pot, and once I did that, it just was like, nah, what's up? So they started dying off, and then I repotted it back into the nursery, an extra nursery pot that I have, which is this right here. And I just put it inside of here because I still like the terracotta. And there is a small leaf right there growing in. There we go, right there. So it's doing well, it's doing better, I should say. But this is my Calathea medallion. I know, guys. The browning, what is it from? I know the leaves aren't burnt because this is a very shady spot, but I think it's from overwatering, to be honest. Next up we have is the prayer plant. And technically right now the leaves are supposed to be up because it is nighttime, but the light ratio that gets up in here, it's a little weird. So yeah, that's that. But this is doing extremely well. This is 2 new leaves that grew out since I've had it. This one was like already coming in, but this is the red one. If you're interested in buying one of these, it's a prayer plant, and this is considered the red one because it has the red vinyl leaves right here. Orange bird of paradise. This plant has survived the winter. I know this one is dying right here. This one has survived so much, and I'm like completely impressed of how much durability that this is going through. This was dying at one point. It was outside during the entire winter, and for the longest time I could not figure out what type of plant this was when I bought it, because sometimes when you go to like Walmart, they'll just put on there the label of how to take care of it, just say it's a tropical plant, but don't really put it. So I had the longest time trying to figure it out. Come to find out, it is a bird of paradise plant, but it is the orange one. So this had a lot more leaves and it was very, very full, but over time it did die and it caught root rot, which is a common issue that I used to have. So this one right here, it is turning yellow. That does mean that it is being overwatered. So I am not shocked if this one will die off because it's already started to turn yellow. But it's just so hard to really measure like with bigger pots, like if they need it or not. But this is the white bird of paradise. Next up we have a button fern. It is so cute. This is an old mug that I've had a long time ago, and my beverages actually started to taste a little weird when I use them, so I decided, well, maybe I'll just keep it and put a little plant inside. But I just got this baby last week. This was like this upon delivery. I didn't do that, but it was very wilted at first, and then it started to come up once I watered it. It's in a nursery pot. I most likely won't take this out, just simply because when you bring plants to your house, it's always best to leave it in the pot that they're in, because not only do they have to get used to the environment, they will have to get used to the soil in the pot that you put it in. So it's best to leave it in so they're only working on one thing at a time, and I had to learn that the hard way. But this is a button fern. You see the little button leaves. It's so cute, ain't it? And this is a good idea if you have any mugs. Just go ahead and use them for your plants. So I have another just like that. This is the umbrella plant. Umbrella plant. Now this is my first time having one of these, and this thing is growing. These two things right here were not this big, and these leaves were not this wide. So the spot that it is in currently right now, it's doing really well, and I'm super excited to see this one grow, even if it is like taking its time, but still. So this is an umbrella plant. Here you go, the leaves. I'm trying to get it to focus so y'all can really see the leaves and stuff, but it's super pretty. The little variegations right here too. Next up we have a peppermia, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, excuse me. First time owning one of these. I received this last week in the mail with my purchase. It is super cute. The leaves almost feel like a thick rubber, and it's doing well. It's not showing any signs of like, Candace, I ain't feeling your home or nothing, but here we go right here. So pretty, right? So cute. These things actually tend to get really big, so I'm pretty excited to see how wonderful it's going to look. Appreciate things when they're small too. So here we go. I've had this for, I don't remember how long, and yeah. So I had this one was on a journey as well. So I used to keep it outside, and it became too hot outside, so I ended up bringing it inside. And y'all are gonna be like, I have a problem, but this tends to happen with a lot of people. So I have two of them, and they were all clustered together. And the other one that I have, it's still surviving from being overwatered. It just will not perk up. But this was overwatered as well and caught root rot. So what I had to do, was to take out each one. I had to cut off the root rot roots, and I had to scrub off a lot of the mold that was on there. And so I repotted in a plot, and it's been doing extremely well. This right here was a new shoot that came out once I did that, and then there's another coming in right here, and then there's also another coming in right here. I'll put it closer so y'all can see. So you can see the little lump. Ooh. This is how you know if you have a plant, a stem that's about to come out, new foliage, is you'll start seeing the lump right here. So it's a lump right here. There is one coming out here, and there's actually one starting to come in on this leaf right here, which is super exciting because that means it's healthy and it's doing well and it's loving where it's at right now. Actually, I need to clean this terracotta because this thing's looking crazy. So this is my other bird of paradise, and this leaf used to be, up like that, but now it is just folded over because this one was hit major with the root rot, and I was able to cut back the leaves and to really get off that stuff off. So it's just taking a long time for it to come back up, even if it will, I don't know. But this is the longest one that I've seen so far where there's a leaf going to come out soon. You can feel it right in here, and you can feel it. The new foliage is about to come out, the new stem, which is really, really awesome because obviously what I'm doing right now, and for me being able to cut that root rot off, it's really working. But here it is. So you guys see that? Alright, so I am truly a fan of bamboos. Just because they're so easy to take care of and they can get really huge. So something that I found out that I did not know that you can do. So this is a bamboo stalk with the leaves. And what a bamboo actually looks like is it look like this. Don't throw away your alcohol bottles. You can use them as plants, okay? Plant holders for water. Or if you know how to drill a hole, you can drill a hole through it and use it to put soil in. But I don't know how to do that, so I just use it for propagation methods, or for my bamboos that I all have, they just sit in water. So this is a bamboo, and my mom got me this bamboo. It's actually in water, and I'll tell you a story on this. I had this at my job, and when COVID happened, it was with the stalk on. When COVID happened, I left it in the office, and when I came back into the office, I had went in there one time and I saw that the water was out, and so I filled it up with water, and then when I came back the next day, the water was gone. So I don't know who did what, so I just took the plant home. I just took the bamboo home, and it ended up dying because the water was all murky, and the actual leaf, the stem, the stalk was starting to turn yellow, and it was just after one night, which was completely weird. So eventually the stalk, this burnt out, and I said the actual foliage on here, these, how can this, I don't want it to die. And one by one, the foliage started from here. You can see the little leaf that was there, it started from here, and one by one it just started to die. And then this one was going next. So what I did was I had cut the foliage off of that one. I cut it off right here and sat it in water, hopefully thinking that it'll come back to life and it'll just continue to grow. And it just has been growing nonstop at this point. So the stalk that I did have, imagine it being this long, and then the nub for where it does connect is all the way at the bottom. And I actually need to take that out and clean it because I see a little black. It's at the bottom, the nub, So imagine that nub on the side of this, of how long this will freaking be. Okay, so imagine this being that long, for real. Oh my gosh. It'll be so huge. So I have this. I'm not throwing it away at all. Still keep that. I have another one in this Crown Royal. So that's that. I think I have to do that with all of them. And then I have two more that are just in a plain mason jar. There we go. Okay, so this is a new pothos. I've never owned one of these before, but I'm starting it out as a baby, and I like to start all my plants out small so that I can watch them grow, so I can be like, 5 years ago, this is what you used to look like. Like, I like doing stuff like that. I don't want to just buy a huge plant and then call it a day. I mean, I'm not opposed to doing it, but for right now, I like to get them small. I believe it's called Pearls and Jade, but this is a pothos, and the leaves are very crunchy. I never had one of these before, but I've seen them in places where they're, you know, really huge like any other pothos. But this is that one. All right. Now, I used to have a Marble Queen pothos, but for some odd reason it died, and I was only able to salvage out of everything only one of them. Well, I'm lying. So at my job, I have two Marble Queens in a glass jar on my desk that I need to check on because I have not checked them out today when I went by the office. But here in the house, and it keeps catching root rot and fungus, and I don't know why, but if you're eating, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna show you guys this. But here is some fungus that's growing, and I'm gonna have to cut away at that Noid again because it keeps catching root rot, and I don't know why. It may be the bottle because maybe it's too enclosed in, I'm not sure, but I don't know what happened with this Marble Queen, if it got infested with gnats or something, but it just wouldn't stop dying, and I don't know what was wrong with it. It could have been a draft because it was by the AC, but I don't know. So the next couple ones I'm going to show you guys are some golden pothos, and I do have a bunch of those, and they're separated. So I have one golden pothos here. Cute to woot. This is a golden pothos. We have another golden pothos. It's super cute in a little terracotta pot, but it's also sitting in the nursery pot because that works perfectly fine. Golden pothos, and how you can tell it's a golden pothos, that golden pothos has these little variegations on there, like the little yellowing. Golden. All right, so next is the jade pothos. I've gotten this pot from Walmart. It is just so freaking pretty, and plants grow so well in it. So this is a jade pothos. There is a few golden mixed in here. If you do catch that, I do know that because I planted one in here to see what happened, and it's doing fine. But there is a ball headed side over here. So eventually I'm gonna cut more trimmings off of this and propagate it so that I can try to fill in right here, or I may possibly just buy another jade pothos, which is really hard to come by because the golden pothos is the one that's usually advertised and in the stores and stuff. But yeah, so jade pothos, they're so pretty. Next up we have the heart leaf philodendron. So this one is super pretty. It's in the nursery pot. This was a candle that I got from Target. Used it all up. What's the point of throwing it away? It was $9, and I actually bought it just because it was pretty and I knew it would work. So here goes a heart leaf philodendron. I have another heart leaf. This one is struggling a little bit, and I think I might need to sit it next to that one. But here's another heart leaf. It's just a smaller version. Got a leaf that's dead right there. Heart leaf philodendron. I have another heart leaf philodendron. This one was actually dying. For some odd reason, I don't even water it that much, but I water enough till I know where it needs it. For some odd reason, mildew was growing on top of the soil, so I just keep scooping it out, and then I'll add on more soil on top. But I have a little shoot coming through. Look at it. It's so cute. But this is another candle ceramic that I got from Target as a candle. I mean, the candle smelled good, but I really used it for the pot, so yeah. Next up we have, and I've killed one. This is the second one I got, and I bought another one last week as well. So this is the silver / satin pothos, and I don't know what is going on, but this thing was so full, and then eventually it just keeps dying. Like I don't know, like, what are you doing? So this is one of the ones that I did repot once as soon as it got to the house, and I mean that could have been a reason why, but I did buy another, and it is doing exceptionally well, and I didn't change it out yet, and I'm not going to probably for a while. But here is the other silver and satin pothos. I know this leaf yellow. When I got it, it was already like that, but it's very, very full. It was completely flat once it got home, but then I let it sit by some other things, and it started waking up. This is also still in the nursery pot that it came in, and it is inside of this jar here, and it's doing really, really well. This was also a candle. Y'all, don't throw away your candle jars. You can use them for stuff if you're a plant person like me. Brazil philodendron, which is part of the pothos family, guys. Here we go. I actually have two of them. And they're doing well. They're doing well. They're super, super pretty. They're doing really, really well. Ooh, they are so pretty. Look at them. Look at that foliage. Look at the split leaf color. Here goes another pothos that I have, and I took a lot of cuttings from this one so that I can make another one. When I tell y'all I really love pothos, it's not just because they're easy to take care of, but they're just like, every leaf is different. I mean, I know that's like that with every plant, but this is a golden pothos, and it's super, super pretty, super, super full. Well, it's a little space in between because I did some cuttings. I'm gonna keep going. It was a little longer than this, but I did do some cuttings so that I can make more plants from them. But this is actually pretty big. Ooh. Next up we have is a peace lily. This was the very first peace lily that I've ever owned in my entire life, and it was dying pretty darn bad, and I still don't know why the leaves are still curling. I have been watering it. It was in a terracotta pot, but I took it out. But I have another peace lily which is doing really well, and it's in a terracotta, and it's doing well. It's in a nursery pot, but I just don't know why the leaves are curling. If this is how it's supposed to be when it's a baby, can y'all put in the comments, let me know. There's more leaves that are growing out, but I just don't understand why they're still curling. So here's a peace lily. Now I've had that for about 2 years, and it went bad, and then it came back. This next peace lily I got, y'all, and I feel like it's doing really, really well. I've had it for, when did I get this? Last year in May. It should be bigger than what it is, but it took me some adjustments to really understand how to take care of it, so it's not that big, but it's still really pretty though. So this is the peace lily. It's in a terracotta, and it's doing really well. There are some browning tips from overwatering, which is so annoying because I barely put any water and stuff, but I guess because the temperature in the house, it's not, I don't know, drying out quick enough. But this is the peace lily here, and it is doing well. I've had it, yep, since May of last year. I got it as a gift, for Administrative Professionals Day. It stayed at work right before I went out for surgery, and then my coworker was like, I'm gonna need you to come get this because it's dying. So I brought it home, had it outside to try to help with the humidity, to try to dry out the soil because it was a little bit too wet. And then I brought it inside and it started doing better and it started growing a lot more. So the browning of the leaves is obviously clear sign for a peace lily that is overwatering. But I love the winter, y'all, but I'm excited for the spring to see my plants grow, okay? So the next plant I have up, I don't know what to do. I don't know what's going on. We had a pep talk and I don't know what she doing. But look at this, look at my dump cane. I don't know what is going on. She was in the terracotta. I took it out the terracotta because a lot of plants clearly don't like terracotta pots. They react to its things just right away. But it's been almost a week now since I've put it in a nursery pot. And then put it in, it's out of a nursery pot and then it's in terracotta. But there's a new leaf coming through, but it's like, I'm watering it. This is new soil. I'm not overwatering it, I promise. I know a lot of these plants is like overwatering, but these are like issues that I had before and they're still recovering from what happened from before. And then it's usually cold in the house because it gets really hot in here. So it's like, which one you trying to do? So if y'all have any tips below, for the dump cane on how to properly take care of it, because when I got this thing was booming and it was great, but now it's just like everything is just falling over and whatnot. I checked the roots were good. It's just, y'all let me know just to give me some tips about what's going on. If I need to take this out and recheck the roots again, I will, but I'm pretty confident and sure I didn't see any root rot because when the bird of paradise was going through it really bad, I made sure I got them roots like squeaky clean and they were good. But if y'all have any tips or anything, please let me know, because a dump cane can grow up to be 5 feet and I'm trying to see her do that. All right, so here's a snake plant. I ain't gonna be able to hold it back there like I did before, but here's the pot that it's in, and I actually think I'm gonna repot it because of the rocks that are in here. I'm not feeling it. So this is a snake plant. I believe this is a black queen based on the pattern on here. And then I also have this snake plant. I got this one. This one was a major steal. So when I got this plant, it probably came up to like here, and it like rest of that it's grown. It's been since the summer. I got this one. I don't know which exact snake plant this one is. I'll find out about time I post this video. And this is it here. It came with the terracotta pot. It's in a nursery pot, and I got it for $10 at Lowe's. I know somebody can go somewhere and get it cheaper, but this is what I got it for. But here we go. Right, so here are my ZZ plants. Y'all lied to me. ZZ plants do die, and I water it accordingly, but I don't always water it because ZZ plants don't need a lot of water and they can survive through a lot of things. So both of those were actually together, and one by one they just started turning yellow. And when I tell y'all I'm not overwatering it, I'm not overwatering it, but they're just dying. So at this point, what I'm thinking what I'm gonna have to do is take the ones that are slowly coming in and put these in a nursery pot, and then just leave it in a nursery pot and just let it grow. But it's just going. I don't know why y'all told me that lie that ZZ plants don't die and it's very hard to kill them. Because I was confident. And at first, when I first got the ZZ plant, it was in a nursery pot for about 5 months. And then I changed it into the terracotta pots. And then that's when this started happening. And a lot more that there was a lot more than this. And I had to just, over time, throw it out. So it's pretty disturbing, pretty annoying, but at this point it's just like I've reached a point where like enough is enough. Like this is really starting to bother me that my plants are dying. So next up, I'm about to show y'all the plants that I can't take from the location. I'm not giving y'all a tour, but I'll just show you show y'all where they're at. Okay, so here we have a neon pothos that I just put up last weekend. Thanks to my mama, she got me the whatever this thing is called. I'm having a brain fart, but I do know. But this neon pothos is doing really well. We have a heartleaf, the heartleaf pothos right here. This is the only one that survived within the LECA that I did. I posted a video on me transferring a few pothos and whatnot to LECA, and this was the only one that survived. We have the golden pothos that I took from, what is that? From the big golden pothos that I showed y'all. These balls, I got them from Amazon. I'll link the description in the bottom below. It is actually time to change this water. You're supposed to do it weekly, but I did not get to it this weekend, and you can see a few gnats in there. But this is super, super cute, and it adds like a really nice touch design to your home if you're interested in having that. So we have here another golden pothos. I know it's a lot of them, but that is hanging up right here, and it's doing really, really well. Look at it. It's so pretty. I know the soil a little dry, but so I completely forgot I was holding a tripod, and I could have went like this to show you guys my neon pothos. But here we go. So you can see the leaves up at the top. Here's that philodendron, heartleaf, and the golden pothos. Alright, so next up, these are the last 4 that I do have of the golden pothos. And again, I do have to change the water out, but these are clippings from another plant. Let them grow some roots in, and I may even just repot them or just maybe leave them in there. My beautiful hammock. Or I may possibly put them in soil, it just all depends. But there you go. So it's actually on the wall right here like this, right in the middle of the couch. But there you go. They're so pretty. Oh, and another thing. So I'm wearing a shirt that says Chasing Excellence. If you are interested in getting one of these shirts, they feel really good, and I do work out in it. If you're interested in getting one, I'm going to post my husband's Instagram page at the bottom, and you're more than welcome to hit him up. He does ship as well, and there do have to pay for shipping, but he has shirts, and he also has some beanies that I do not have on. But if you're interested, again, his Instagram name will be at the bottom. His page is not private, so you're more than welcome to go to that and just DM him about purchasing a shirt. So thank y'all for watching my video. Please put any suggestions on like how, like on ZZ plants, or especially the dumb cane, because I'm really trying to get that, like that's really like bothering me that it's dying. Any tips on terracotta pots that y'all know of like secrets on how to get plants to enjoy being in them, or if they just aren't, just not good for them, just let me know in the comments. And I hope to see y'all soon on Sunday again when I post my next video. I don't know what I will be making on Thursday to post on Sunday, but all I know is that it's gonna be delicious. But thank y'all again for watching my video. Like and subscribe please, and make sure y'all hit me up on Instagram. So I hope y'all have a wonderful day.